Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Max Payne. In the last part we got here to the RagnaRock and I forget what we did here. Probably killed a bunch of people. Yeah, looks like that, definitely. Did your bullets spill through the wall? Oh, that's probably this guy's actually. So now let's continue on. I can't remember where to go, so yeah. Then again, it's also been a while since I recorded the last part. Oh. Puzzle elements. Fun. Actually, I remember this being rather easy. That is the right thing to do? That looks good. I hope. Yes it is. Oh, I had a feeling there was gonna be a grenade guy there, but I did nothing to stop it. Oh! Swing a bat, I'm sure you'll hit him. Oh, come on, I'm not dying this early in an episode. Actually, what is my earliest death? Probably episode 2, actually. No, I don't want to use my painkillers just yet. Can I not get him through this? Ah, damn it, it is solid. What the? I completely forgot that guy fell. Sucks to be you, dude. And me. Alrighty, this time with hopefully less fail. Yeah, that's totally gonna break, because I killed the guy down there this time. Okay, and I made it.
The backstage area led to Lupino's inner sanctum. The hot air inside was like an invisible wall, thick with incense and something else, a sickly sweet smell that made you gag. This was the rotten core of the Big Apple. Lupino lurked somewhere ahead, like a spider at the center of his web, waiting. The vapors in the air started to make my head swim. Torn pieces of a letter lay scattered on the sofa.
Oh, this is just messed up, man.
Punchinello had threatened Lupino in writing. The note had been torn to pieces, bloody fingerprints all over them.
Don't want you to think that one of my boys is not playing with a full deck. Shape up, Jack. We are running a business here. I'd hate to send a trio to strong-arm you.
The trio were the Don's notorious henchmen. It was obvious that Lupino hadn't been intimidated by the threat. Lupino's notes covered the table. Jack Lupino was crazy, all right. The table was scattered with notes of demented arcane nonsense written in rusty blood. A mishmash list of demons, devils, and dark gods evoked.
Beelzebub! Asmodeus! Baphomet! Lucifer! Loki! Cthulhu! Lilith! Hela! Blood given to you all.
He was after that old Faustian deal. Your soul for power and fortune. Just sign on the dotted line with your blood.
Cthulhu? I haven't heard it pronounced that way in years, even though I think the correct one is actually Cthulhu.
Lupino's notebook lay on the pedestal. Jack Lupino was crazy, all right.
Mythic wolves, let loose to devour the sun and the moon. Lupino is the wolf. I'm Mr. Beast, the big bad Fenris wolf. I'm the end of the world man, wearing the flesh of fallen angels.
After Y2K, the end of the world had become a cliché. But who was I to talk? A brooding underdog avenger alone against an empire of evil, out to right a grave injustice. Everything was subjective. There were only personal apocalypses. Nothing is a cliché when it's happening to you.
And hearing Fenris, yet again, like the RagnaRock itself, reminds me of Fenry Luna Edge of Mega Man 04.
Flesh of fallen angels, come to me all. Astaroth, Beelzebub, Asmodeus, Baphomet, Lucifer, Loki, Satan, Cthulhu, Lilith, Hela. Blood to you all. Secrets living under the skin of reality. I've seen it. The corruption of flesh.
I'm scared for all the wrong reasons.
now. I will rise to her side. I don't need the words. I'm beyond the words. Hey.
Where? Oh, there you are. Come on, Neo. Well, at least Neo... Oh, wait, maybe it was that guy right there. I'll get you soon. Oh, come on. Thank you, finally. Also, is it kind of sad that whenever he goes on that naming chant of the demons, all I can think of is Persona games? Because really, that's what a Persona game is, just a bunch of demons screwing around. If I recall correctly, this is where it gets hard. Whoa! Where in the legitimate hell did you... Oh, I'm in the blood. Who is throwing these? Okay, they can shoot through that. They actually have AI, that's good. My shotgun versus yours. Mine wins. Where is this guy? Oh, that's another one. I thought that guy revived all of a sudden. I was like, there are demons at work here. Okay, that's most of the danger out of the way, I believe. I apologize if I cut past most of that, but I've been here on my timer for 10 minutes. And since I started my timer around the time I got in this room, that means I've been in here for even longer. Okay, hello. And he killed me. Thank God I just saved. Thank you both for jumping down here, by the way. And for missing terribly. How many guns are here? Quite a few.
I had known there'd have to be a catch in it somewhere, and this one was the Empire State Building of catches. Lupino was pumped up and dying to go 15 rounds with a mutant alligator. And then he started this spooky monkey talk, straight from a bad dream. Mine.
I have tasted the flesh of fallen angels. I've tasted the devil's green blood. It runs in my veins. I've seen beyond the world of skin, the architecture of blood and bow and arrow. Death is coming! She is coming, and hell follows with her. This is the twilight winter. I am ready to be her son. Her time is now, and all who stand in her way must die! Die! You'll die! You'll die! Now!
And that's my favorite voice actor in the game, ladies and gents. I actually really do like... Don't you dare use that without my permission! Damn. You, sir, can take some punishment. He survived a clip from 2 Ingrams, that's the word. Oh, and by the way, he has Molotovs, and those are instant kill. Well, actually, I think he only has 1, but he also has a shotgun, which might as well be.
When Lupino finally went down, I wanted to make real sure he'd stay that way. V was a bad monster. Turned them into friggin' zombie demons from outer space.
I think he's dead already.
Huh? And that's when it happened.
But dead or not, you've got the wrong guy.
In stepped this knockout femme fatale holding a gun to my face. I returned the favor. Lisa Punchinello. Lisa Punchinello was the Don's wife.
Mona Sachs. Lisa's evil twin.
Your safety's off, evil twin. You might hurt someone with that gun of yours.
Lisa's the damsel in distress. I'm the professional. I'd blow you away without batting an eye.
Sure, and you can check out my credentials splattered all over this joint.
Jack couldn't have framed you. Not the state he was in. We're after the same slime bag. Angelo Quincinello's the one who murdered your friend and framed you with it.
You know this for a fact?
I've got my sources.
I don't have a clue these days. I just shoot them as they come. Who put a contract on the Archfiend?
This one's mine. I hate the guts of that sadistic wife-beater. Why not pool our bullets for this one?
I thought you'd never ask. My finger was starting to twitch.
How do you like your whiskey?
I'm easy, as long as you don't try to slip me a Mickey.
You're a real angel, Max.
It was good stuff. Tasted sweet as honey going down.
Nothing personal. Can't risk you going berserk and getting Lisa killed.
The nightmare was always the same. Violent shapes moving in darkness, old and ugly. The killer's mad laughter was a riddle filled with wicked innuendo. Somewhere, the baby was crying.
And this is where the game gets weird. Although I gotta say, that stuff that Mona drugged us with, was that Mako from Final Fantasy VII? Because it looked a lot like it. Whoa. I want to know how they did that, because that is really cool. Then again, it's probably just a camera angle thing. It looks like they just zoomed it back really far. Rule of RPG says always go left. I have actually no idea where I'm going. This is the section of the game I remember being weird, but I can't remember a thing about it. I think it's one of those things that always takes you down the right route, though, no matter where you go.
Should have known it when we found you snoring next to Lupino's corpse. A comedian, huh?
Okay, so our real body might be in trouble.
The pictures were filled with good old times.
Was that necessary, Max? What the hell? Okay then.
I really love to watch cartoons. Captain Baseball Bat Boy's my favorite.
Oh god! Okay, now I should mention how the section works. You got a real thin platform here that I think only the blood indicates, so be really careful. And especially if you're on the PC version, I'm not sure if there is. I'm not sure if there is a quick save feature in the PlayStation 2 version. There probably is, but make sure you use it. I feel like going for it. Whoa! Apparently, got a moon jump code on. Actually, yeah, I was supposed to go this way anyway. What does this remind me of? This reminds me of a section from another game, but I can't remember what it is. Going for it again. This is nerve-wracking for all the wrong reasons, because it's such precise. Well, it can be precise at times. Rule of RPGs, always go left. I think this is a circle. It is not a circle. The rule of RPGs failed me. You know, I gotta wonder how fast speedrunners get through this section. Probably very, because I think the other door is right over there. Yeah, it is. So yeah, this is why you don't do drugs, kids.
No, please, God, no.
What the... Okay... I can still... Hey, this is actually faster!
Michelle's diary lay on the table.
Well, that room looked familiar.
Michelle was working part-time in the district attorney's office. Her diary was open on today's entry, her handwriting all pretty curves.
An army dossier found its way to my desk yesterday. Valhalla? Isn't that a Norse myth? Something about Vikings? I tried to tell Max about it, but he was busy, that cute frown on his brow. Guess it's nothing, just a mix-up at the courier service.
From now on, I would always find time for her. It was a hollow promise. Too little, too late.
Yeah, pretty much. I'm guessing she got a wrong delivery, and because of it, they ended up killing her. And the son. I assume it's a son. It's probably a daughter, actually.
Max, no, please, Max! Why? I didn't mean to. I'm sorry.
Murderer! You killed her!
Nothing like that ever happens in the real world.
I woke up in a bad dream. My head felt 2 sizes too small for my brain.
Max Payne. I envy your name.
And the killer was smiling.
Pleased to meet you. I'm Frankie the Bat Niagara.
Niagara, as in you cry a lot? He had a baseball bat and I was tied to a chair. Pissing him off was the smart thing to do.
Nothing wrong with a little laugh now and then. Take me, for example. I love to watch cartoons. Cartoon violence is a fascinating thing. Let's take a break. I need to take a leak and maybe grab a cold one at the bar. Don't worry. I'll be back to finish this off. And then, it's checkout time.
You play, you pay, you bastard. He swaggered out, and the door clanged shut behind him, locks clicking into place. Everyone makes mistakes. Mine hadn't been to crack jokes about the goon with the bat. He'd have cracked my skull regardless. It hadn't even been to trust a girl with a gun. I had blindly gone after the first bad guy on my hit list when I should have been aiming further up the ladder, at the head of the Punchinello family. I couldn't bring myself to be pissed at Mona. Guess I had a soft spot for a pretty face. But when somebody decides to play baseball with your head, you tend to get sore. They had dragged me back to the basement of Lupino's hotel. I was beaten, bruised, and blue. I felt like the chair I had broken to get free. All I had was Niagara's bat, sticky with my own blood.
So yeah, we're at this place again with little to no health. I forget, do we go this way? Nope. But there is a door over here we never went in.
I'd be no match for Frankie's men. I'd have to play hide and seek with them.
Oh god! Run into my reach. And it didn't work. And this is where it gets really tricky. Okay, everyone over here is dead. Gotta make a save because this is a hard section. In fact, I'd say this is probably, from what I remember at least, this is, I think, the second hardest segment. Okay, thank God, health. I think this might be the second hardest segment in the game, just because there's so many enemies and you have so little health. It's kind of like, what game was that? Damn. The Deagles have a lot of kickback when it comes to killing enemies. You see how far that guy flew? Must become Michael Bay! Okay, sweet, that didn't hurt me in any way. This one might, though. Oh, and I finally learned how to shoot those things. You have to aim for the nozzle. Let's see, 26 minutes in recording, probably around 28 in terms of overall, because I started it a couple minutes late. I'll probably be good for another 10 or so minutes.
Another newspaper caption for a murder scene. Frankie had left his calling card, a Captain Baseball bat boy strip, next to a sewer passage filled with bodies.
You'd better not mess with Captain Baseball Bat Boy. Even my archenemy, Bicycle Helmet Girl, swoons at the sight of me. Aha!
There were enough corpses to put a mass murderer to shame.
How is that a funny comic? How? The Sunday... Well, actually, not really just Sunday funnies, at least not over here. They're pretty much every day over here now. But they're supposed to be funny. That wasn't funny. Come on, items. Ammo, good enough. Oh, and also, obviously, they took away a majority of my guns, so... I'm pretty much worthless when it comes to that. Oh. That's nasty. Which way did I come from? I'm gonna cut to where I find where I need to go, because I can't remember. Actually, it's probably this elevator. Never mind. Do. Oh, and I have no slow-mo. That's not good. Well, luckily they died rather easily. Yet again, like I've said multiple times, the Ingram is pretty much the best weapon in the game. In terms of just how quickly it kills things. I think the sniper rifles are technically more powerful. Painkillers? Painkillers, please? Oh, thank God. I'm just gonna use all 4 of those, because I need that health. Ep.5. I really am abusing that. You know what I think of whenever I see meat hanging upside down like this? I think of that... Whoa, that took a good third of my health. I think of that one scene in Heavy Rain where you're playing as Nam and Jaden. When you chase down that guy through the little market. Heavy Rain's a great game in terms of storyline, but oh my god, its controls are awful. I was already out here. I'm gonna check in this truck, because there's generally stuff you want in them. Or maybe not. What the hell, game? The hell? Is that the same truck from earlier? Yeah, it is!
The men in blue had come and gone. They had decorated the place with chalk outlines and tied it together with yellow tape. The cops who had stayed behind were dead. Frankie, his boys, and I had the place all for ourselves.
Oh boy. So yep, we're back in this madhouse. Though I think we can actually finally go into the lounge.
Forget about it. Just forget about it. Hey, just forget about it. That crazy witch, you should have heard her. She was a real scream when the boys caught her trying to cap the Don. Oh, that's friggin' bad. To the trio? That's even worse than what Frankie's doing to that poor bastard downstairs. She's gonna take a long time to die.
The mobster muscle on the phone was talking about Mona. Punchinello's trio were nothing but bad news.
Totally ignore the... Okay, they didn't ignore the opening door. Alrighty then. I can't open these. And wow, my pretty well loaded deagle went empty really quick. And these cabinets are still open from when I did stuff earlier. Also, I do think that the chalk outlines are set. It would be cool if they were based off the way you actually killed them, but I don't think it actually is. Plus, there was nowhere near this much blood.
More evidence that Punchinello didn't like it much.
The fact remains that all the victims so far identified in the RagnaRock shooting have been known criminals, many of whom had large doses of V in their blood. Reliable sources say that Max Payne was also among those killed, although no body has been recovered at this time.
Reliable sources. That meant somebody thought the Mafia had me, didn't want the cops snooping around anymore. The body would be delivered to them barely recognizable. Case closed. Don Punchinello had the power to be that reliable source, which was no news. But his news was old news. Framing me hadn't been enough. Don Punchinello had put a hit on me. He wanted me dead, and it had been important enough for him to give written instructions to Frankie about it.
Max Payne should die like a dog for the trouble he's caused. Frankie, I know I can trust you to give this matter the dedication it needs.
That's totally not a stereotypical mafioso voice, by the way. Yeah, I don't think we ever go in the restaurant. Who shot the soda machine? No! What crew villain would do such a thing? Hey. Oh! I thought I killed him. Okay, yeah, son of a bitch. America. I do love they actually modeled that. Mind you, the fat guy that we took out the last time we were here had that to it. Subtle. Oh, did the painkillers respawn? No, painkillers.
The hotel bar was fast developing quite a history. True to his words, Frankie was there, having a beer.
Jesus Christ. How the hell did you get loose?
Got bored waiting. Thought, what the hell, we could just as well finish this here.
I do really wish that they had you do a one-on-one baseball bat battle. That would be fun. And this is where this gets painful, and I have no slow-mo. Shit. Yes, got him from a distance. And now I have to kill you. I'm stun locking you, not anymore. Booyah. That's how you kill a guy. Okay, over the top music you can...
Thank you. You've been a lovely audience. Had enough? I don't play with girls anyway. Unfair!
I spotted the tail as soon as I left the hotel. A big black Mercedes. I'd seen the car before. That time it had heralded impressive explosions. Vladimir was back.
Bang. You're dead, Max Payne.
I might have laughed if I remembered how. What's this supposed to be? Cops and robbers? Look, you want something with me? Get in line.
Peace, man. Relax. You know you are a real news item. Armed and dangerous. I am going to make you an offer you can't refuse. I've always wanted to say that.
It's a bum rap. I've been framed.
That's a moot point. Whatever you did or did not do, I'm sure you had good reason for doing it. Want to hear me out?
I'm listening.
Punchinello messing with V is bad for business all around. But that's not all. There is this guy, Boris Stein, used to pull jobs for me. He's the captain of the cargo ship Charon.
Now the bastard turncoat has gone over to the other side, Punchinello's. The ship's loaded with high-res hardware, guns, my business. If Punchinello gets hold of that cargo, he's won and I have lost. And you'll have your work cut out for you. If you want to get to Punchinello, you'll need heavy-duty persuaders. I am just the man to get them for you. Change the ship back under my flag, maybe pop 2 in the traitor Dime's head while you're at it. You'll get enough guns to start the apocalypse. You in or out?
Let's get this show on the road. Vladimir was one of those old-time bad guys with honor and morals, which made him almost one of the good guys. None of us was a saint. The Brooklyn riverfront was a maze of rusty containers, sharp-boned cranes looming up from the snowstorm. On a night like this, you couldn't help but think of the dark army of dead men sleeping with the fishes, cement shoes in line. No Minotaur lurked in this labyrinth, but somewhere out there, on the clanking deck of his cargo freighter, the skipper of the Chiron was waiting, like the ferryman of the river Styx.
I remember this section being a pain in the ass.
What the hell?
Really? No painkillers at all? Fantastic. Oh, and there's 2 of you. And you both went down really easily. Yet again, Beretta's broken, I swear. I can't open any of these but that one, can I? Why did you guys shoot first without even knowing who it was? What if it was one of your buddies? What if it was your boss, huh? What would that have done for you? Oh, hey, it's a wonderful thing, ain't it? Especially when it's a good shot. Booyah. I will say one thing I do miss from Max Payne 2 is if you reload during a slow-mo sequence, you get this really over-the-top spinning reload, which I love for all the wrong reasons. Once I get to 2, you'll see that. I don't know why, but I thought that said Jehovah Industrial Trucks. I don't know why I did, but I saw that. Hey, oh! I forgot he was in there. Okay then, finishing that section with little to no health. That's not fun. Thankfully, as I mentioned, I think quite a few times already, your health does regenerate to the point where your shoulders end. Which is just the right point to where you'll actually be able to start running, instead of limping. Limping is always just slow in games, isn't it? This, Resident Evil, it's always the same. Let's see, 44 minutes, yeah, that's enough. With that, I guess I'm going to have to end this off here. Thank you guys for watching. Rate, comment, subscribe, all that kind of stuff. And next time on Let's Play Max Payne... I ain't even mad. That was great. With that, I'm gonna need to end this off here. Thank you guys for watching. Rate, comment, subscribe, all that kind of stuff. And next time on Let's Play Max Payne, we'll be continuing on through Warehouse 5, I believe, or maybe 6, I forget which one. I think it's 5. And see what we can do in there and onwards. See you guys then.